Hello guys, after this I'm going to be pretty much travelling the rest of the world in a sped up time to see if I can make it around there in 80 days. Not sure if I can, but let's find out. Alright, so we probably want to end up getting to about there. No. Alright, yep, leaves tomorrow at 11 AM. That's gonna have to do then, isn't it? We can take 2 baggage with us. It's tomorrow at 11 AM. Let's stay there. With what remained of the day, I spent a few hours walking around, but found nothing of any particular interest. Alright, it's too early. Once that opens, we will jump into the marketplace. And that might be a good thing to do. Just turning down the sound a bit because it's a bit loud in my ears. There we go. There we go. Market's open. So what's at the market? Worths in Hong Kong. Anything of good value here? Nah, not really. Okay. Alright, let's depart. Extra space. There we go. We approached the station with some pleasure, and sight of a well-filled out train carriage soothes the soul. I loaded my stuff on, Monsieur Fogg, and our 2 cases aboard. I said as much to him as I said as much to him. He looked indifferent. It is a speed that counts, not the furniture. Still, once sitting in it, he seemed more relieved. This would be a chance to relax. I will mend Frog, because he's gonna need it. We travelled in the compartment with 2 Kashmiri women holding babies, and quite carefully discussing my master and me in their native tongue. Care to share the joke, ladies? I asked genially. They flushed and fluttered their hands and arms, rather upsetting their small charges. Sorry, Sahib. We meant no harm. None taken, I said smoothly, rather alarmed at their protest of weeping infants. It is only... We were wondering if your wife not travelling with you. I have no wife. She looked shocked, but, Sahib, you are so well dressed. Who presents your clothes if not your wife? Her companion leaned in. Aren't you a little old to be a bachelor? I pressed my own clothes, I said firmly, ignoring the impertinent remark about my age, as I hailed the invigorous as I was 20 years old. But don't you wish to be married? For all the world, yes, I replied, romantically sigh. But the stars, they are not quite aligned. Monsieur Fogg emitted a cough, which sounded suspiciously like a laugh, but neither of the 2 ladies tried to question him at all for the length of the journey to Waltair. Zot Arones, life heaps indigenous only upon poor passabout. Oh, we're losing. No. Early arrive in the morning, the ladies nodded farewell and stepped from the train. Monsieur Fogg and myself somewhat stumbled. The infants had been less than notch in a small hours of the night. Slept less than notch. Wow. Market. Please tell me there's like a... Damn it. Berlin. Singapore, Berlin. We need to explore. Hopefully find something. Yes. Oh, nope. Nice. Yeah, that's what we need. Exploring the busy streets of Waltair, I found myself lost in the sights and smells of two cultures. The dress of England with the colours and heat of India. It was its own place, of course, but not truly either, and I wondered if it was not better for it. As I returned towards Monsieur Fogg, I passed a large building set behind a high wall with the ironwork fence. I paused to peer through the gates and heard from inside blood-curdling steam. I looked about for the source but could not see anything. It seemed to have come from the building itself. In particular, I saw an open window with a figure, flazing the silhouette behind the curtains. A man was crossing the path, pushing a blanketed figure in a wheelchair. He paused to regard me coolly from behind his spectacles. "What do you want?" he demanded. "What is this place?" "It is the Male Hall Hospital for the criminally insane," he replied, matter of fact. "You would do well to move on." With that he turned away. The figure in the chair leaned back to peer at me, but did not want to see. And I saw she was nothing but a girl. Her eyes were wide and peered for help, but then the chair was stubbed out and she was pushed towards the forbidden building. I see. Alright, I want to quickly check. Oops, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Let's go to depart. Can head to Madrid. I don't want to go there. Rangoth. Singapore's there. I'm probably going to end up in Singapore at some point. So, is there anything in the market for Singapore? Worth that much in Singapore? Hong Kong. Madras. Natural pearl in Madras. Madras is this way. Maybe I could get a ship from Madras. I'm not going to be able to go to Madras. Well, if I can't go to Madras, then I can sell the natural pearl here. There we go. We'll sell the natural pearl and we'll grab the elephant. And we will, can we embark this journey? 37. Okay, I'm going to have to camp here for a while. Behind the musty pitch smell, the British residency where we dined was an utter uproar. The commissar had been packed off back to London with such haste. Replacement had not even been close, but much less distracted. A family emergency, perhaps? Surely such a venerable power figure would not have emboweled himself in something so fraught as a scandal. Madame Lefou, the assistant commissioner, heavily pregnant wife, dapped her eyes with a handkerchief, and to think, "He a peer of realm," she exclaimed, a gill sorrow. Still, I suppose he was Scottish. I made my excuse to escape, leaving little interest in gossip, and left Monsieur Fogg rather at the mercy of Maine Lefou's complaint and gossip. Still, I cannot regret my hours of solitude and leisure in the colonial tower of Waltair. Let's see. He's going up, but not by much. As the night fell, I found a local doctor to attend to my poor master. He took my master's temperature. A mild fever. I would say 4 days to recover to full strength. Whoa. There was no alternative. I kept my master to his bed, a terrible wait, but after 4 days he was last recovered. Wow. When does this go? Negotiate. Tomorrow. Let's go. We can do it. He has health again. We can get on the road. We boarded the rather unimaginatively named Burgle Tiger just as it was about to depart. We always leave on time, Captain Shaw huffed as the painter was drooped, and we quickly stowed our bags and ourselves into a cabin. We'll be most happy here, I called back as we went below. Converse. Rangoon. I hear Rangoon is a thriving, beautiful city. Rangoon to Singapore? I don't know, but merchants in San Pelo will pay huge amounts for handheld mirrors from Singapore. Huh. Rangoon to Adem. No idea, but now I hear Adem is built inside a volcano. What a strange location to choose. Very strange, actually. Oh, they stopped. We were out in the middle of the Bay of Bengal. Water is everywhere. Water is everywhere. Water and sunshine. It could be a desert. It is so vast, so barren, so quiet. Luckily, we have deck quotes to keep us entertained, and every space will not enter this. The empty space will not enter this Frenchman's soul. Oh, and we lost our health. I will help him out a bit. Your concerns are much appreciated. Yes, because I care. Very sadly. The sun continues to bake us in our skins. I took my mind off the heat, waiting on my master's needs and bringing him tea as he seemed a little better for it. As the evening came on, the crew brought out their vans and tablas and begun to play the bounteous tune. A few of the young members of the crew began to dance. Soon there was a good natural rivalry between the men and women. I joined the men and attempted to mimic their quick steps about the deck, with some success, as the women made mocking sounds and exhorted us to better performances. I cannot say who won the match, but my dreams were underpinned by the sound of a hand strick and a tab in the wind's rhythm. Bengal Tiger. It is the Adam Man Sea, I was told by one of the deck's hands as we rounded a point of land. Rangoon is here. It was where you're going. Only for a day or so, perhaps. That's good. Be careful, she advised. They say a monster pounds on Rangoon's streets, diverse in all evils. I shrugged. Such monsters have little claws on the valet, especially a valet to a man as imperious as Monsieur Fogg himself. We docked a few hours later and disembarked and began to explore the little town. Nothing I can sell here properly? No, not here. Didn't think so. Oh, wrong button. Stop clicking that button. Explore. Woohoo! Whoa. That's a long journey. Rangoon still bore the mark of its capture at the hands of the British in the last Angolian-Burmese War, but in the flowing decade, King Pantan had transformed from the bloodthirsty tyrant to the statesman capital of recapturing Rangoon, crushing the rebellion by his British sympathizing half-brother, and win the love of his people. His army of Leogypts automatos also played a part. The Brooms Chryses? Chinthes. My English is crap. We already know this. Shinthers were made of iron and breathed fire. They also abandoned every paguna and temple in sight, energies running at a low boil, a hand taken a mere 2 steps from the curtain of the lodge when an enormous shadow of darkness enveloped the streets. I turned to run, but was nowhere near fast enough. A heat past seized a great iron claw. I went limp. Wasn't that correct response when facing a rapid automaton? Or perhaps I was thinking of a bear. The ground fell away in a drizzling rush. The automaton was not flying, piercing, but rather leaping with the power of bunching and hydraulic gears. With 3 powerful jumps, the creature scaled a nearby temple, deposited me at the very top of the Panagoon. I dared to look at my captor, to only find myself similarly scrummed by a pair of jewel-faced predatory eyes. The automata was enormous, gilt iron lion, and a heartbreakingly human serrate face and torso. Worse still, it could speak. Ayan Masuliha, it said in a grumbly voice. You're in my city, Jean Passebat. You know my name, I demanded, a discram for my Christian name overriding my fear. I know every creature that comes here. I am a protector of this city. I know the whys and hows of every creature that passes through my domain. But your purpose is a mystery. We're going around the world, I declared, but far less than my usual gusto, aware as I was the long drop which awaited me if I chose words without care. The world is a dangerous place, Manusiha said, grinding its iron teeth in a horrible smell, and you Europeans only make it more so, wherever you go. Do you intend to eat me? You would not nourish me. I am no beast, nor am I a simple machine. Manusa shook the blank human face from side to side with a clatter of rumbees. I am an impressive advisor of King Patan, no simple collector of gears and levers. I could scarcely believe Manusia's claim. Psychological discourse. But, I insisted, who made you? Wuhan sighed as a hot gust. I was once a royal child's toy, a man-eating lion with cushioned teeth and emerald eyes. But there was some spark in my shard that allowed me to create myself. I cannibalized the other toys in the imperial nursery. I bit and soldered and scratched myself into being. You're your own creator, I breathed in horror, wonder. I do not rightly know. I have only just begun. Manusia seemed to pin every inch of feral lion wrapped around the combustion engine. Enjoy the city, Jean Passebat, but when you leave, you will go to Pansinal Yuk Pass. But there is no route that way. There will be. It seized me in the warm paws once more, and leapt the streets into one heart-stopping pound. By the time I had finished shaking, Manusia had gone. His last ambitious words echoed in my head. I wondered about how much of Kingdom of Buras, recently charged the fortune, could be ascripted to a protector of Ragoon. I wondered whether the people of Bumar would one day proclaim themselves subject to an automato king. I wondered if he would truly be worse than a monarch of flesh and blood. I wondered many things, best left unvoiced. No, I'm not going that way. It's not happening. I'm sorry, mechanical bird. Oh, but I can't get to Singapore. Why can't I go to Singapore? That is so annoying. I cannot go to Singapore. Well, Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next episode and final episode to see how many days it actually takes me to get around the world. I don't know how long the episode's going to be, but it'll probably just be a sped up time-lapse montage type thing. So do enjoy anything I decide to film, and I will see you later. Bye guys.